I met Teddy Theodore Wiebke. He was the first child I spent any time with at the Children's National Medical Centre when I was there drawing. When I entered the room, it was difficult to even see Teddy. He was somewhere wrapped in this, what looked like some kind of Terminator movie set where he's completely encapsulated in wires and cables and tubes, and literally almost all I could see of him were his toes sticking out and this shock of really dark black hair that he had. Teddy had a heart condition, so when I met him for the first time, he was on the transplant list, and the doctors and nurses were doing everything they could to make him well enough that he could actually survive that operation, should they be fortunate enough that a heart should come along. Absolutely everybody knew Teddy. They'd all worked with him, they'd all been with Ida and Dan through everything that they'd been through with him as well. And I think they had formed an incredible bond with him. Everybody was pulling for him. Teddy's mum always tried to help with whatever was going on, always tried to be as involved as possible. They were, catheterizing Teddy, and he's just a little button, right? There's not much to him, so they were doing the best they possibly could, and they thought he had him all set up, and at some point they just finally managed to make it work, and he peed the catheter out and peed nicely across the entire room, which was good because up until that point they'd been worried about how well he'd been peeing and were trying to make sure he was losing fluids at the correct rate. So it was a golden shower which touched the wall behind my head, but it missed everybody, but it was good distance for a boy his size. There were 4 family members in there. I think Grandma was there. Both Ida and Dan were there, and I think Ida's sister was there as well. They knew, I think, what was happening, and they were very much in the process of spending their last small amount of time with Teddy. Drawing in that situation seemed like the most alien thing, and yet that's what I'd come there to do. I drew through the whole thing. I drew through the doctors coming in and explaining that Teddy wasn't going to make it. They'd done all they can do, but the next decision was up to them as to what they wanted to do next. I just, really wanted to capture this particular moment of love and angst all wrapped up together. I felt like an interloper, but I also felt like I'd done something for them that was important as well. I passed all the originals on to, his mum and dad. They were very grateful. So I hope that the drawings have given them something more to look back on, 10 years down the road, they can look back and remember